Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is a new day. It is what is it? January 7th. So we're basically 1 week into the new year, 7 days in. All right, we're approaching the ETFs, right? We're in the window of the ETFs, and many people believe the ETFs are going to be announced either Monday or Tuesday, or the deadline Wednesday. BlackRock even made it public that they're going to most likely be approved on Wednesday. Now, the other ETFs could be approved on Monday or Tuesday. All right, so you see Marty Party is having hosting a party here. It says Crypto Trader Club, and it says ETF approval Tuesday. So he's thinking some of them might maybe ARK or somebody else, Grayscale or ARK or somebody else might get approved before BlackRock. We don't know. BlackRock says Wednesday for them. Other people might get approved Monday or Tuesday. We will see, and we will see how the markets react when ETF institutions that have been approved start buying Bitcoin. We will see how the markets react to that, and all the institution money that's going to be coming into the ETFs to buy the spot Bitcoin ETFs, right? So, all right, this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And we know what happened with the gold ETF, right? When gold ETF came out and you had to have real gold, right, and not derivative gold, gold exploded, right, and it had a nice bull cycle there, all up to $2,000, right? So that was a nice run from gold. I think it went from 300 to somewhere through $300 to $2,000 in the span of, like, I don't know what it was, 5 years, 7 years, or something like that. So it was a nice bull run there for gold after its spot gold ETF was approved, and people have been showing the graph and the charts and how important it is to get a spot ETF approved. So Bitcoin should follow the same trajectory, right? Trillions of dollars is going to come in to the crypto space, and we should do well over these next 2 years, right? Of course, there will be some dips, manipulation, and all the things, but overall, we should do pretty well, in these next 2 years. Okay, and then of course, if you look out longer term, it's Bitcoin should be in the millions in the next 10 years, right? So next 10 years, the market should just be let's just look at a graph that lasts, let's say, in the next by 2030 or so, somewhere around there, 2030, 2035. You look at a graph of the crypto markets, it's probably just going to be straight up. You know what I mean? So we have to deal with the day to day activities and the downward trend and the manipulations and the false articles and the FUD and all that stuff that we have to deal with. People playing with your money, people playing with your hearts and souls and minds and things like that. We have to deal with all that on a daily day. But if you just look out the next 30, 20 years, 30, all you're going to see is probably straight up from when Bitcoin's inception till 30 years from now. So it's going to be it's going to be insane. Okay. So we're here on Brad's Twitter. So this is Brad's Twitter here. You guys can see that. And he's got 773 followers. So you guys need and girls should be following Brad. If you haven't done it already, follow Brad on Twitter here. And it's at LUNC Burn It All. At LUNC Burn It All. So there you go. The Burn It All Validator. Which is owned by Brad, and he runs it all. I don't run it. I'm not the owner. I'm just a guy that does daily videos on it, because I am right now the number one delegator to the Burn All Validator for the repay purposes of USTC. So we're trying to we burn, but basically Brad burns USTC every day, right? So it's a good thing about it is that it's a double positive, right? So we stake every day or every other day, or well, at least once a week, weekly, right? You're staking daily or weekly or twice, a couple times a week, and so you're removing LUNC out of circulation, and then every day on a daily basis, 20 every 24 hours, Brad burns the USTC. So we're reducing the LUNC supply by staking, and then Brad is in turn reducing the USTC supply by burning it for repay purposes. So it's a double win for both tokens. So, can't leave LUNC out of there and say, oh, they're only focusing on USDC. No, we're actually staking. So that means we're also removing the supply of LUNC out of circulation as well. So it's actually doing good for both tokens. All right. So that's what's going on there. All right. So let's go here and let's look at our goals. So we're still at the 5 to 10,000 area. So that hasn't changed yet. And so I was expecting a big, nice jump in the burns. Hasn't happened yet. And I told you guys why it probably won't happen is because the ETFs are now delayed. It looks like they were going to be passed. It looked like we were going to get something passed on Friday and then or Saturday or something. But then people said no, they're going to wait till next week. And so that really took the air out of the fumes there. So out of the bubble, or whatever you want to call it, or out of the balloon. But so let's see what happens on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday when the deadlines are approach? Does the volume pick up? Because I was expecting triple volume. If we got an ETF on Friday, the volume in the markets would have went crazy. But they don't think that's the right time. BlackRock and them don't want to have something out on Friday when everybody else is getting off early and they don't care. And then it's lackluster. They want it out on Wednesday is a perfect day because it's the middle of the week and everybody is doing work, right? So everybody is going in hard on the week is hump day, right? So they will like it on Tuesday or Wednesday. Um, but we'll see. That's just BlackRock, but everybody else has maybe their own thing and theories on what they want to do. But we will see. Many people don't believe the ETFs will be passed. Da Vinci doesn't, and well, I think Whalewire. I'm not sure if it's Whalewire or whoever else. There's plenty of people online that don't believe that the ETFs are actually going to be approved. They think that it's going to be delayed, even though they did all this work, right? And they went through all of the amendments and even the final amendments. They still believe that SEC gonna be like, oh, you know what? You guys did all this work for the last 3 months. We're not. Yeah, we're gonna delay it. We're gonna delay you guys. We just don't think it's ready. That would be crazy, right? Like I know Gary Gensler is it is what it is, right? But man, can you believe if he did that to BlackRock and Ark after them doing all that work and having all those meetings with this man and amending all of their stuff to make sure it was perfect? And then he goes at the last minute, no, I don't really, you guys, I don't really think that this should be passed yet. I'm denying ARC and whoever else's deadline is up. You guys are gonna have to resubmit a year from now, and BlackRock and everybody else. I'll let you guys go to March, and that's when your deadline is. I'm not gonna pass it in March either. Can you imagine if he came out and just said that and said, "I'm just wasting everybody's time and taxpayer money just for fun"? That's what we do here in the SEC. We don't like you guys in cryptos, anyways. Ooh. Congress would be going up there with an emergency bill to fire Gary Gensler. you know, so and cryptos would be dumping down 30, 40, 50%. Stocks would crash the next day. So that's what's on the line. You know what I mean? So let's see what Gary Gensler does and the SEC. Remember, the crypto mom says, "I can't believe we don't even have a spot Bitcoin ETF yet. What's the holdup? We should have been had one, right? So we can have a derivative ETF. What's the holdup on the spot Bitcoin ETF? We already know they don't like retail, and retail is going to benefit off of the spot Bitcoin ETF, and so is the price of Bitcoin to the upside, and they want the institution people to make sure that they load up on it before Bitcoin explodes up, so that retail aren't making the money, but they are, right? Okay, so we get it. We understand that that's the game, right? Unfortunately, that's the game that's being played, and it's cryptocurrencies, but that we're now playing the same games as they play in Wall Street, so it's kind of sucks that cryptos have gone this way by force. It seems like and so how one of the ways to get back at these people or do your own thing, not even get back. 'Cause it's not about revenge or getting back. It's just do your own thing and not have to worry about them. Is to, stake with the burn it all validator so that we can build up liquidity of over $100,000, $1 million a day plus, and then we can just go and buy back and burn any tokens we want and do whatever we want with $1 million a day, right? So all that takes is just several people coming in and staking, and getting this thing up to the point where we can repeg and then start burning LUNC all the way up to $100, and then a lot of you guys, we're all, millionaires and billionaires, and then we just take the take the validator and start buying back and burning all types of other tokens. We can use our own money as well to buy back and burn and have fun as well, right? So especially you future billionaires out there, you're gonna have, take $1 million and pump it into BNB Tiger and or White Tiger Moon or something like that and get some liquidity going, and then Brad comes in behind you and buybacks and burns it for 30 straight days and pump that thing up. So, it's 100,000% for the kingdom people. It's fun, right? That's the type of fun we're trying to have. But the Currency 365 crew wasn't on board on that. They don't see the vision on there. That's why we only have 200 people in the Telegram group, and we only have a few people staking with the Burn It All Validator. So people don't see the vision of it, and when it does happen, they're gonna be like, man, they were trying to tell me this stuff back in 2023, and I didn't believe it could happen. So I just kept getting my little rewards instead, right? So I wish I had helped them. I wish I had been able to know the vision. That's what a lot of people are gonna say. They were gonna be like, I wish I didn't. I wish I wasn't so stubborn, and I wish I would have helped them a lot earlier. Because I just didn't get it, or I just didn't see the vision of them doing that. But it's very important, folks, that we have our own liquidity. Why does central banks and the Feds get to have liquidity, and the SEC get to use unlimited amount of taxpayer money, and then you got the kingdom people with no liquidity, and you got retail with no liquidity, right? So it's very important that we have liquidity, and it's very simple. We all just come together and stake with the burn it all validator, and that gives us liquidity. And right now we're using it to repeg USCC and burn it all, right? And then get LUNC back to them to $100. So the more people that come on in, the more liquidity Brad has to burn, right? The more people stake, the more liquidity we have, right? And so it's not that hard. If the kingdom people realize this, which they should, they see what's going on in the world, they see how dark the world is. They would be you if you realize what's going on, you would come on in and get other people in to the burn it all validator so that we can create that liquidity and repay and then set you free financially with LUNC and USCC, and then go after all the other tokens that are out there. But it's a great liquidity, and we can go to NFTs, we can go to cryptos, and then we can also go to help communities out. Brad can help communities out as well. We can vote in the Telegram group to help communities, buy back communities, and while keeping people in their homes, right? Buy back, make everybody, that has that owes mortgage, you pay it all off for them. Refurbish the land. Go in there and have people repaint the houses, upgrade the houses, and upgrade the roads and stuff. Like, that's what liquidity can do for us, right? So these are things that we can do in the future when we're a billion, when you're worth 100 million and 400 million and 400 billion. We can do this all inside the group, you know, and on Patreon. A lot of you guys are gonna have things on Patreon you want to do. People are gonna be able to fly in on their private jets to come see you, and help out with water stuff, farming stuff, all types of stuff. So it's there's a bigger picture than just burning USTC and repegging it and getting LUNC back up. There's a bigger picture. It's called liquidity. We're going to need liquidity in this future, as they remove cash out of society and they go digital and they want to control everybody, right? And how they're going to be able to control everybody, because people aren't going to have liquidity. people are not going to be able to have liquidity because they're going to monitor everything that you do, right? So it's yeah, and they're going to be able to shut things off and do all types of stuff. It's going to be awful. Anyways, it is what it is. So liquidity is going to be able to help us out really, really much in the years to come here. Um, Okay, so Brad says, burn alert. We are steadily increasing our delegations every day. Thanks you to those on Twitter and our burn group who are buying these dips and staking with the burn all value. Yeah, man, buy the dips, guys. I mean, I'm not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing, right? I'm buying the dips daily and I'm staking. Buying the dip, staking. Now remember, it's not really the dip because it's still more than double price of where it was 2.5 months ago, or just 2 months ago, right? So it's still double the price from 2 months ago. So so it's really not a dip, you know what I mean? Because it's still more than double the price 2 months ago. But on a daily side, it is dipping back, dipping down, and the markets have been down because everybody's waiting on the ETFs, and when everybody waits on the ETFs, that means more sellers are in than buyers, right? If are sitting waiting, then usually sellers rule or are in control, right? So everybody's just sitting down and waiting. But of course, when the ETF announced, the buys come in, right? The bots go long, right? So, um, and you can see that we're not climaxing into the ETF, so it's most likely going to be a buy the news event and not a sell the news event, right? Because it seems like we've already sold the news, right? So 6,065. I was looking for 6,500 to 7,500. Didn't get it this weekend, but and that's because the ETF wasn't approved on Friday. Let's see if we can get an ETF approved on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and let's see what the volume does on these days, right? So we should get a nice little run up into the BlackRock ETF, but we could get another ETF before BlackRock. So who knows how this is gonna play out? But it is what it is. So I did my look ahead for the week on Patreon. You guys can check that out on there if you for stocks and cryptos and a dollar. But last week was choppy. We said it was going to be a choppy week for all three, and it was really, really choppy for all three. Big ups, big downs, and so this week I'm not going to say anything because that's on Patreon, but we'll see how it plays out. Let me like this, and let's go here. Lung Pen says one a world, one community. Yeah, I wish the lung community would embrace repegging USTC. I don't know. It's almost as if that has put some type of spell on the lung community to not want to repeg USTC. But the only so I don't know. It's the easiest thing to do. It's the quickest thing to do. It is the answer to get lung back to number to $100, into the pennies and dollars and $100, and the community is like just making every excuse not to want to burn USTC or not want to help out not help out any validators that are burning. They don't want to do anything with USTC. So it's almost as if they were under some type of spell. Not us, because we're clearly burning USDC every day and staking to burn USDC, but the rest of the community is under some type of spell here. So we gotta pray that off of them, that they wake up and realize that USDC is the key to get LUNC back into the pennies and dollars and back to $100. All right, so embrace global unity. Stay to burn your LUNC, burn it all for utility, and burn USDC for decreasing the supply. Together we stand strong. Yeah, I mean every day we're reducing the supply of LUNC and USDC. So the problem is that the pace that we're on, it could how long we do another 10x? Of course. Can we get the 1 cent? Yes, we can. We can get the 1 cent. We can get the 1 cent without burning anything more, any more tokens. If we never burn again and we just sit where we are, we can get the 10 cents. We can get the 1 cent for LUNC, and we can get the 10 cents for USTC with no problem, right? We got the 8 cents last year for USTC, so we can definitely get the 10 cents, right? So we can get the 10 cents, and we can even get to $1 in the bull cycle for USTC as well, right? But for LUNC, we can definitely get to a penny, right? We can get to a penny, right? I think a penny would put us around $58 billion market cap. We can get there in the next in the bull cycle, right? So in the bull cycle, in a climax bull cycle, we can get to a 58 billion market cap. So we can get to a penny without burning any tokens, and we can get to $1 for USDC without burning. We can, right? In a normal bull cycle, but is this going to be a normal bull cycle? No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't be a normal bull cycle, and I think people are going to be very disappointed in this bull cycle, in these bull cycles that are coming up, because it's not going to do the numbers that I don't think we're going to do the numbers that people think because it's the elites are just not gonna. They're just going to continue to attack in my opinion. And so we will do good here and there, but I don't think the numbers that people are looking for are we're not even going to get close to none of those numbers in my opinion. Just by looking at the landscape, unless something drastically changes, right? I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of those numbers that people were talking about, unless something drastically changes, right? So let's see if something drastically changes that can help us out, right? And if we with the burning off validator bring liquidity, then we can do what we want, right? But we're going to be going token by token by token. We're not going to be playing the whole markets though. We're going to be doing token by token. Most likely, we're going to be doing a lot of the decentralized tokens that are on BNB because the gas fees are cheap, right? But we're not going to care about gas fees at that point. But yeah, we'll be doing more of the prophetic tokens that are down there in the BNB side and it'd be whatever you guys vote on. We can do whatever you guys vote on, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, let's see how that all plays out. So let's go here and did I like the LUNC pen one? Let me go back and make sure I like the uh, unification. Yeah, okay. I wish the community was unified on USTC burn, but they're not, so it sucks. Because it's so easy. It's only 9.7 billion tokens. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's been like I've been talking about this for over a year now, like 12 months. I've been talking about USTC. There's 100,000 people in this community. Are you telling me that 100,000 people can't burn 9.7 billion tokens? Come on, man. Like that's awful, right? So it just makes no sense why we're still sitting here talking about USDC repay when we have 50,000 to 100,000 people that can, easily take out $100 a week or $100 a week for 90 days and repay. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. It's just not that difficult, but we have made it difficult because people don't want to participate in anything. So, and only a very few people want to participate. Okay, so somebody just dumped some staking. So we just got a nice big dump there on staking. So um let me guess. Somebody dumped staking because currency 365 channel is terminated and they can't find me and they're panicking. And so all the prophetic words go out the window when currency when you make somebody an idol, all the prophetic words go out of the window. I'm pretty sure that's what happened here. I'm pretty sure somebody's panicking here. That currency 365 channel is terminated, and now they're panicking and now they're forgetting all the prophetic words on LUNC and what God has shown them and the dreams they had because currency 365 channel is terminated and currency 365 is no longer on YouTube, and so now I'm gonna be scared and frightened. I'm just gonna dump everything and not even check his Facebook or his Twitter or his Patreon or Telegram groups and I'm just gonna go into frightened mode and then just undelegate and dump and my tokens and go do something else. Right? It's just that could be the case. It might not be the case. Maybe I'm reaching on that, but yeah, who knows, right? Who really knows? Who really knows, right? Um, that could might be the case, might not be the case, right? All right. Vegas down again into somebody dumped Vegas as well again. Okay. So we're at 45 now. So we were at 47, but now a lot of people are losing delegations for some strange reason, as you can saw there. A lot of people dumped their tokens there. So burnout just came up for just because everybody else is dumping. We're actually growing here, and so we're at 45 again. So and we got a chance here to really move. If we just stay consistent, we just can't stay. I burned it. I mean, I staked another 1.1 million a day, right? LUNC tokens. If we just stay consistent, you know, and we keep getting people just, 15, 30 people a day coming in, we just stay consistent. We're going to rise very quickly here because looks like people are done. People are unstaking for some reason, right? So a lot of these people might go down, they might, and we just got to keep rising and then we're gonna really take off, right? So let's just keep staking, guys. Keep staking. Don't give up. Don't worry about the storms. Don't give up, man. Keep staking. See our see if we didn't just stay, I'm just gonna chill and wait till Sheena goes and because Satoshi's supposed to be making these announcements. We'll wait for him to do it. If we had just kept staking like we were supposed to, we would be at 6 billion right now, right? We would be at 6 to 10 billion because we would have had that momentum continuing. People were coming in, right, and people were redelegating from other places because I was staking every day, and you guys were too, and we were encouraging each other, and then it just stopped because we were like, well, Sheena's about to come in, we'll all just take money off of that, right, and that never happened. Because Satoshi, well, I'm not gonna say anything. Let me shut up about it. I said I was gonna be nice to him this year, so I'm not gonna say anything else. And God already told me to be nice, to be nice now. All right, I got my point across. Oh, okay. So it is what it is. All right. Um, Oh yeah, by the way, never mind. I ain't gonna say anything. If you're on Patreon, you know exactly what I said. I said today. So I cannot repeat it on YouTube. So you want to go to Patreon for that. But anyways, okay. So it is what it is. So as long as we continue to stay, guys and girls, and do our part, we're gonna start rising up the ranks now. It's time for the Burn It All Validator to rise. Now, remember, the event has still not happened yet. Whatever that event is that was supposed to happen, where the burnout validator takes the crown, that hasn't happened yet. So let's just keep taking action. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep encouraging each other in the Telegram group, and let's just keep seeing these results, man. Look, we're about to hit 3 billion, 50 million, and then it's 3 billion 100, and we just keep growing. And while we keep growing, we're gonna start getting up in rank. As everybody else gets impatient with this market, most likely, I don't know, or when this market pumps again because of the ETFs, maybe. We do another 3, 4, 5x. We're not the ones undelegating and redelegating and dumping. Everybody else is. Okay. We're here to make billions. We're here to become billionaires. We're here to make 100 million to 400 billion, right? So we're here to become billionaires, right? So look at it long term. Hopefully, all the people that want to make quick money are already out, and the group that's here right now are here to make 100 million to 400 billion, right? And we will benefit off of that as we continue to stake while everybody else is undelegating, and then we start moving up the ranks, and maybe we might even get some redelegations because people see how we're moving up the ranks as well. Maybe some of the other cryptos finally take off, right? And then we can come in and load up on the burn low validator as well. All right. So that's what's going on. Let's thank everybody first. Last 4 hours. So 1 million came in. Thank you so much. Another million came in. Thank you so much. I did one of those. I'm not sure which one I did. I did a million, but I'm not sure which one I did. I don't think it was 2 hours ago. It must have been this one here. It might have been 2 hours. I'm not sure what it was. It was either this one or this one of the two. 500 came in. Thank you so much. 16,000 came in. Thank you so much. 1 million came in. 68,988. Thank you so much. 365,000 came in. Thank you so much. We had a 1 million redelegate. Okay, I wonder where you went to. And then we had 5,000 came in. Thank you so much. We have 11 million 750,000 came in. Thank you so much. That's a nice base hit. That's a double, actually. That's a nice double hit. You had a nice double there. And then we had a single base hit came in. Thank you so much on that. And then let's check here. We had 100,000 redelegate. Okay. And then we had 400 came in, and we had 3,000 came in. Thank you guys so much. And that's it for the last 24 hours. All right. So thank you guys so much, man. And let's continue. Let's keep it up. And as we keep it up, something big is gonna break. Because when you take action, people say luck happens your way. Break your way. It's not luck. You just because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So and that's what we're waiting on. So we're gonna continue to take action, and then we're gonna wait for the moment. We're gonna wait for the event that still hasn't happened where Brad takes the crown, and we're also going to wait for all the other events that are about to come, right? So we're only days away from all these events happening. It's going to start with the ETF, and then it's going to go from there to other things I'm not going to talk about here. Okay, but yeah. So first is the ETF, and then it's going to trickle down to all the other events that are coming. And when we wake up one day, we're going to look up, and Brad's going to take the crown, and people are gonna be like, I can't believe they actually pulled it off. It's gonna be a great day. Peace out. God bless. Bye.